What is going on, everybody? James, Urban Bass Layers out in the backyard. Today we're going to be talking about summertime fishing and shade spots and where all the fish will go and congregate in the summertime. So when it gets really hot, this time of the year in summer, it is July right now, and we will get really hot days in June, July, and August where it's about 100 degrees, sometimes a little over 100 degrees here in Sacramento, California. And when you get those hot days like that, in the morning time, before the sun comes up, the fish will kind of be spread out a little bit. But as that sun comes up and it gets high in the sky, it will concentrate all the fish. You'll get shade spots and the water will get real hot and all of the fish will congregate in the shade spots. If you've got trees on the edges of your fishing spots, I would say concentrate on fishing the spots around the trees where the trees hang over the water and you got shade. The bass will group up in those areas like really thick. If you guys have been watching this channel for a while and used to see some of our videos from Tanzanite Park Pond back in the day, I used to walk up to the shade spots with like a crankbait on and literally just do figure eights in the shade spots, and they're stacked up in there. They will come out and they will eat that bait. I've caught hundreds of fish doing it. It's actually a really fun way to catch fish in the summertime. We would walk around Tanzanite throwing out in the open water and other ponds and different spots. We didn't get any bites, and we started catching all of our fish in the shade, and then we dialed that in literally to where I could just sit there and figure eight the fish in the shade spots. Pretty cool stuff. So anyways, yeah, in the shade, that's where you're gonna want to be, and it's a good thing if you're a shore fisherman because you yourself can be in the shade spots, and you can fish in the shade, stay in the shade, keep yourself from being in the sun. If you're on a boat and you can find some spots like that, that's pretty good. If you have some spots like we have out around here, we have this one spot we fish and there's no trees around it, but there's a lot of grass in that pond, and the fish get up underneath that grass. They get way up under there, so during the middle of the day it's kind of hard to catch them because they're way up in there and you can't punch through that stuff because it's so thick. So those kind of spots, you want to try to hit them in the morning and at night. Night fishing is great this time of the year. They'll come out of those spots that they hide in the shade spots, and they'll feed in the night and in the evening. The coolest time of the day is like first thing in the morning or right before the sun comes up. So if you want to get a good topwater bite this time of year, this is a good time to get out and do some topwater fishing, and in the evening and night too. Get a lot of really active fish. They start looking up a lot more this time of year, and the fish will be looking to go up and eat frogs and all kinds of stuff like that, wake baits, all this good fun stuff. If you don't have shade spots, you can also look, like I said, into the grass. You want to pitch or cast Senkos and stuff in and around grass, or if you got lay down timber, logs, anything like that that's down in the water. And as Tactical Bassin always says, you got your shade lines, and you also got your water penetration line from the sun. The sun penetrates so far down into the water, and those fish will sit right down there in that area. Fish don't have eyelids. They'll sit right down in that area, right where they're comfortable enough to have the sun up there and it's not in their eyes and hurting their eyes. It's kind of like us as humans. When it's hot and it's sunny outside, you gotta have glasses, you gotta put your hat on, you gotta, try to protect your eyes from the sun so you can actually see. If you're staring into the sun, you can't see anything. So bass kind of do the same thing. They don't have eyelids. They gotta do what they can do. I've caught fish in spots where there's a tree sticking up like this, and the sun's over here shining this way, and the bass was sitting like this with just his eyes in the shade. And I seen that fish. It was really clear water, but he was sitting there, and I cast over in front of him and got him to bite a couple years ago. But they'll sit in those spots. If they can get just enough shade to block their eyes, they'll do that. They're pretty smart, and they sit in those same spots. They want to ambush stuff. So yeah, this time of year, top water is really good. Fish start looking up, and you want to try to hit those shade spots in the daytime. Shade spots in the daytime, really good thing. So yeah, so this time of the year, don't forget that it's really hot out there. It's been kind of cool this year, but remember that it's really hot out there in the summertime, so don't forget to take stuff to drink and stuff to eat, hydrate yourself, and also limit your time out when you go fishing. Try to get out in the morning or in the evening when it's cooler if you can. Look at your days and see if it's windy outside. If it's a little bit windy and breezy outside, that's good when it's hot. It'll cool you off. Don't forget to utilize your shade spots like I said. And yeah, get out there and have some fun. You can still catch a lot of fish right now this time of the year, summertime. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And we now have a spread shop down below with all of our merchandise. If you guys would like to buy something, everything right now on Spread Shop is 20% off. Don't forget when you go to buy it to click your 20% off right by your purchase button. Anyways, we have, oh, and we have the more stuff down below. If you look on the Spread Shop, I made it to where there is more stuff down below so you can see it. Anyways, thank you guys. Get out there and go fishing.